In today's video, we're going to create a complete 12-color watercolor wheel using 3 beautiful pigments from the Winsor & Newton Professional Watercolor collection. The 3 colors we'll be using are Winsor Yellow, Permanent Rose, and French Ultramarine. A color wheel is one of the best ways to truly understand your watercolor palette. It allows you to see how individual pigments behave, how they influence one another, and what types of mixtures you can create with just a few carefully chosen colors. By creating a hand-painted color wheel, you develop a deeper understanding of your paints and gain confidence when choosing colors for your artwork. I've already drawn a 12-section color wheel on watercolor paper, so let's begin placing our 3 primary colors around the wheel. Our first color is Winsor Yellow. Winsor Yellow is a bright, transparent yellow with excellent clarity and strength. This is a beautiful modern yellow that has a fresh, clean appearance. It sits towards the warmer side of the yellow family, while still maintaining the brightness and transparency that makes it such a beautiful watercolor pigment. Notice how luminous the color appears. One of the qualities I love about Winsor Yellow is its ability to create a glowing wash. Because watercolor relies on the light reflecting through the paint, transparent yellows like this can create beautiful areas of light and warmth. It is also an excellent mixing color because it combines beautifully with both reds and blues. Next, let's paint Permanent Rose. Permanent Rose is a beautifully transparent, cool red with a slight magenta bias. This pigment is one of the most popular choices among watercolor artists because of its incredible versatility. Unlike warmer reds that move toward orange, Permanent Rose naturally moves toward violet, making it an excellent choice for creating luminous purples. As I apply the color, notice how rich and vibrant it appears. When diluted with water, Permanent Rose creates delicate pink washes while still maintaining its clarity. At stronger concentrations, it becomes a deep, glowing rose color. This pigment is especially wonderful for flowers, portraits, sunsets, berries, and colorful shadows. Its transparency also makes it ideal for layering because each glaze remains bright and luminous. Our final primary color is French Ultramarine. French Ultramarine is one of the most beloved watercolor pigments in the world. It is a warm blue that leans slightly towards violet, which makes it a fantastic partner for reds when mixing beautiful purples. One of the most recognizable qualities of French Ultramarine is its natural granulation. As the paint dries, the pigment particles settle in the texture of the paper, creating subtle variations and beautiful texture within the wash. Notice how rich the blue appears while still maintaining transparency. French Ultramarine is ideal for skies, oceans, mountains, shadows, and atmospheric paintings. It is a wonderfully balanced blue that can create both vibrant and natural mixtures. Now we have our 3 primary colors all in place and evenly spaced around the wheel. Let's continue with our secondary colors. Secondary colors are made by combining equal amounts of 2 neighboring primary colors. Let's paint orange. I'll mix equal parts of Winsor Yellow and Permanent Rose. As these 2 colors combine, we create a beautiful warm orange with a slightly softened quality. Notice that this is not an intensely fiery orange. Because Permanent Rose leans towards violet rather than orange, and Winsor Yellow has its own natural bias, the mixture is gently balanced and produces a more sophisticated orange. This is a wonderfully useful orange. It is perfect for peach blossoms, warm sunsets, skin tones, autumn leaves, flowers, areas where you want warmth without overwhelming brightness. By increasing the amount of yellow, the mixture becomes lighter and more golden. If you add more Permanent Rose, this creates a deeper, warmer orange red. Next, we'll mix violet. I'll combine equal parts of Permanent Rose and French Ultramarine. This is one of the most beautiful combinations in this palette because Permanent Rose leans towards violet and French Ultramarine also has a violet bias. These 2 pigments work together naturally. The result is a rich, luminous violet with excellent depth. Notice how the color remains vibrant rather than becoming dull. This mixture is wonderful for flowers such as irises and lavender, evening skies, distant hills, dramatic shadows, and expressive floral paintings. The granulation from French Ultramarine adds extra texture and interest. Let's paint green. I'll combine equal parts of Winsor Yellow and French Ultramarine. Watch how this mixture develops into a beautiful, natural green. Because French Ultramarine leans slightly toward violet rather than green, the mixture is softened compared to a brighter blue-green combination. Instead of producing an artificial-looking green, it creates a more natural landscape-friendly color. This green is excellent for trees, forests, grass, moss, and botanical subjects. By adding more Winsor Yellow, we can create fresh spring greens. By increasing the amount of French Ultramarine, we move toward deeper woodland greens and shadow colors. Now we'll complete the wheel with the 6 tertiary colors. These colors are created by mixing one primary color with its neighboring secondary color. They are some of the most useful colors on the color wheel because they create the subtle transitions we see throughout nature. Between yellow and orange, let's create yellow-orange by adding more Winsor Yellow. This produces a bright golden color full of warmth. It is wonderful for sunlight, ripe fruit, golden flowers, wheat fields, glowing highlights. Notice how the color remains luminous because of the transparency of Winsor Yellow. Between red and orange, we'll paint red-orange by adding more permanent rose. This creates a warmer, richer orange with a stronger red influence. Rather than a bright scarlet, this mixture has a beautiful coral quality. It is ideal for roses, sunsets, autumn foliage, warm reflections, and colorful floral subjects. Between red and violet, let's create red-violet by increasing the amount of permanent rose. This produces a vibrant raspberry purple. Notice how much warmth the permanent rose contributes. This color is excellent for flowers, berries, fabrics, and dramatic accents. Because permanent rose is naturally luminous, the mixture maintains beautiful clarity. Between violet and blue, let's create blue-violet by adding more French Ultramarine. The mixture becomes cooler and deeper while retaining its purple character. This color is perfect for dramatic skies, distant mountains, deep shadows, and reflective water. The granulating nature of French Ultramarine adds beautiful texture that enhances the watercolor effects. Between blue and green, let's create blue-green by adding more French Ultramarine to our green mixture. This produces a cooler, more subdued green with a touch of blue. Rather than a bright turquoise, it creates a natural blue-green. That's perfect for evergreen trees, deep water, cool shadows, and atmospheric landscapes. Finally, between yellow and green, let's paint yellow-green by increasing the amount of Winsor Yellow. This creates a fresh, lively green that feels full of energy. It is ideal for new leaves, spring grass, garden plants, and areas where sunlight is illuminating foliage. Notice how smoothly it transitions between the bright yellow and the natural green. And there we have our completed color wheel. Take a moment to look at the entire wheel. We started with only 3 pigments. We created a complete range of colors simply by adjusting the proportions of each mixture. This wheel reveals the unique personality of these Winsor & Newton professional watercolors. Winsor Yellow gives us a bright, transparent yellow and fresh, glowing greens. Permanent Rose provides luminous reds, beautiful violets, and delicate, warm mixtures. French Ultramarine contributes rich blues, natural granulation, atmospheric colors, and harmonious purples and greens. Together, these 3 pigments create a wonderfully versatile palette capable of producing vibrant floral colors, natural landscapes, atmospheric skies, and expressive watercolor paintings. This exercise also teaches us an important lesson about pigment behavior. The names of colors are only part of the story. What truly matters is how each pigment behaves when it meets another pigment. A yellow that leans slightly toward green will create different greens and oranges than a yellow that leans towards orange. A red that leans toward violet creates different purples than a red that leans toward orange. A blue that leans toward violet will create different mixtures than a blue that leans toward green. Understanding these subtle differences gives us much more control over our color choices. It becomes a personalized reference that shows exactly how your paints behave. I encourage you to keep this color wheel nearby. It becomes a personalized reference that shows exactly how your paints behave and helps you confidently choose mixtures while painting. The more familiar you become with your pigments, the easier it becomes to create the colors you imagine. Thank you so much for watching today, and until next time, make art and have fun.